actually owns the North Pole? I'll give you a big hint, it's not Santa Claus. Sorry, kids. Hey, this is Annie for D-News. Thanks to Christmas lore, when you think of the North Pole, you might imagine a snowy wonderland with a candy cane-colored pole stuck in the ground. But in reality, the North Pole is a large icy mass in the Arctic Ocean, the northernmost point on Earth, which to this day is relatively unexplored. It wasn't until 1948 that a research team from the Soviet Union was confirmed to have set foot on the North Pole. So why is the North Pole so elusive for scientists? Well, it's hard to get to, really cold, and sits on drifting ice, making it hard to establish a presence there or to conduct any meaningful testing. But increasingly, it's an attractive place to explore because it's suspected to contain energy reserves. Oil and gas drilling has proven successful in other areas in the Arctic region. And several countries have territories close to the North Pole, including Denmark, Russia, Canada, and Sweden, but no one actually owns it. In 2007, a Russian team was the first to descend the actual seabed beneath the North Pole, planting a titanium flag there. And that move was widely interpreted as a symbolic claim to the region. But there's more to owning the North Pole than just sticking a flag in it. Although no country has a territorial claim to the North Pole, its interests are governed loosely by the Arctic Council, a forum of 8 countries. But for a country to actually extend its borders to include the North Pole, it has to petition a UN commission called the Limits of the Continental Shelf. And recently, Canada's Minister of Foreign Affairs confirmed that Canada will indeed be making a play for it. But as part of the application process, the claim must be supported by science. They'll have to prove that there's a geologic basis in calling it an extension of Canada. That might be years away, but the fight over the North Pole in all its symbolic and possibly resource-laden glory should be very interesting to watch. As always, let us know your thoughts in the comments, and thank you for watching. For D-News, this is Annie.